leaders are strong advocates for increasing science, technology, engineering, mathematics, or STEM education. All the kinds of projects that you guys have been working on over the past 5 years. And I'm really excited to say that we have several of them with us here now, and I'm going to introduce them and let them talk a little bit to you, and then we're also going to hear from a couple of students and teachers to sort of reflect on the CREST experience and what folks have been working on. So thank you all for coming. Thank you all to our speakers for being here. And without further ado, I would like to introduce main speaker of the House, Representative Pingree.
Welcome to the State House. I'm so excited that you're all here today. I know most of you got a chance to observe the main House and the main Senate in session today, and I apologize for being so boring today. Yesterday was an exciting day with a lot of debates. It was both St. Patrick's Day and Franco-American Day, so everybody was in a little bit more of a mellow mood. But you are here at the very end of the legislative session, so there's a lot going on. Legislators are busy, and I'm sure you saw that. But I'm mostly excited because when I look around, I don't know if the CREST program said, let's figure out how we can do as much as we possibly can in Hannah Pingree district or not, but I'm so proud of all of the students here, many of whom live in my district. I think you help exemplify what a great job Maine Island coastal communities are doing in their schools, how smart and innovative Maine kids are, and we are mostly just really proud to have you here today to show your stuff and show what you're doing. I've talked to a lot of you, and you're doing incredibly important and exciting projects. Mostly, I want to tell you all here today, you're here in the State House. You're in the place where we make a lot of decisions about school budgets, about school consolidation, about science funding, about research funding, about fisheries, and I want you to look around and say, maybe at some point I should run for the Maine State Legislature. What I've learned about my town's history, what I've learned about science, I should get involved in the public process. So I'm asking you all here today to consider running for public office at some point in your life. Because the projects that you're doing, they do have a bearing on our state. And when you get to be 21 years old, you'll be old enough to run for office, so consider doing that. But more importantly, the projects that you're doing are a great basis for your education and for the future of our state. We talk a lot about how we've gotten behind in terms of science and math. And your STEM projects and your CREST projects show that Maine is not behind, that we're at the forefront. And you guys, every one of your projects, they're all different, they're all diverse, but they're all incredibly impressive. So I know some of you are in middle school and elementary school. Stick with it in high school. I know some of you people are in high school. I hope you'll go to college and keep taking science and math classes, keep being innovative, keep learning about your community and figure out how to get involved in a hands-on way, because it's incredibly important. So I'm just very proud to have you all here today. I'm really proud of the so many students in my district who really are examples for our community and our state about what schools can do when students get engaged and work hard. So I really just want to thank you. I'm sorry I have to run off to a caucus for debating all kinds of controversial issues here, including some of the issues that you're talking about in your presentations, like invasive species. So I want to thank you for showing up. I want to especially recognize Louis Carrier, who actually was my teacher when I was in high school on the island of North Haven. So thank you all for coming here today, and please come back, and please keep at it. So thank you.
Thank you, Representative Pingree. And now, without further ado, I would like to introduce Maine's Deputy Commissioner of Education, Ms. Angela Faherty. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You know, technology is a wonderful thing, and if you think about when I was younger, the technology that we used to examine whether or not our bones were doing what they were supposed to do were x-rays. But now people get MRIs. And the Commissioner of Education, as we speak right now, is getting one on her knee. So I sent her apologies because she really had to go and make sure that that meniscus isn't completely torn. So on behalf of Commissioner Susan Gendron, I thank you, I welcome you, I celebrate the innovative practices that you and your educators have put together. It is so rewarding and reassuring. We know that in our place on the map in Maine, as well as around the country, we're perceived as rural. And with rural come a notion that our connection to the world is limited. You have proven that that's just not true. But let me tell you what I see in your work that is amazing. You have a sense of place. That sense of place is about the heritage that you honor and that you respect. That sense of place has given you observational skills for your projects with CRESTs. And those observational skills are so important because if you do, as Representative Pingree said, come here to Augusta in this place, you must never forget where you came from, and you must never ever take for granted that you know what the problems are in those places. You've identified those problems, you have sought creative solutions, and your approach is very, very positive because it doesn't say, oh my goodness, look how terrible, but your approach in all of your projects is, in what ways must we, as stewards of this wonderful, wonderful state and where we come from, what ways must we secure the future of the habitats, secure the future of our learners, and do that in a way that's not confined to a place called school, but to a new place of learning. And that's what you exemplify. You and your teachers exemplify the way that learning is happening. And I'm so proud to be followed in a few speakers by my dear friend Betty Manchester, who under the great leadership of Angus King, our former governor, decided that learning can happen anytime, anywhere, and through the technologies that you have demonstrated are very usable, you can do it in a way that connects us. Just like the Silk Road connected many of our predecessors to understand how global trade happens, you have connected Maine to a way of interacting with the entire world. For that, I celebrate you and I congratulate you for your accomplishments.
Thank you, Deputy Commissioner. Next up, I would like to introduce Dear Stonington High School teacher, Miss Kimberly Larsen. She's been with us for the full 5 years of the project, and I'm really excited to hear about how things have been going in Deer Island. Thank you.
It is with great honor that I have the opportunity to speak about our school's CREST experience. I'm an English teacher from Deer Island Stonington High School. Recently, we have gained the unfortunate title of a low-achieving school from the State Department of Education. In spite of that title, we have had the auspicious ability to work with the members of the Island Institute for 5 years. This program has afforded our small, rural high school students and teachers with not only the knowledge, but technological top-line support and programs for our students to gain the skills necessary in the 21st century. This innovative learning opportunity could never be evaluated by a standardized assessment such as the SATs. This fall, our high school went through the accreditation process with the New England Association of Schools and Colleges. Through this experience, we were able to take a magnified look at our school. When our final report was written, our CREST program received accolades. Those accolades are due to the fact that the CREST experience has provided us with the tools to use real, authentic projects for learning. This program has not only given our students the opportunity to tell these stories through ethnography training, but use the medium that is so engaging to our youth to highlight the information such as iMovie and GIS. Our CREST program at Deer Island High School is embedded in our curriculum. We are very lucky for that. It is offered as a humanities course, 80 minutes every day. The unique nature is that we collaborate using several disciplines to enable clear and effective communicators and creative and practical problem solvers. Every CREST student has become so engaged that they have gone on to further their education after high school. Many of them have used their CREST experience to choose an area of study in college. This is education at its finest. Never have we had to answer the question, why are we doing this? The program has allowed the students to feel empowered to take a stake in their educational experience. Thank you, and kudos to the Island Institute for providing us with this awesome opportunity.